Howdy. So I need to make a key for this 2014 Range Rover, and to do that I'm going to be removing the RFA module. So I've got it unlocked, but unfortunately I cannot open the trunk. This is all keys lost, so the alarm is active. There may be a way you can release the trunk, but I'm not sure how. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to climb in the back here, got the seats down, and behind this cover we'll see a module up here, some fuses there, and you see this cover here. Our RFA module is behind this cover. So I'm going to attempt to remove it without removing all this stuff, but I'm going to give this a good yank just to give myself some space to pop the clips, because it's held in with some clips. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of move this to where I can make space when I need to. Okay, let's go ahead and unhook this guy. Move this out the way. Maybe move this. Okay. And let's see what happens. Now this metal plate has it's got one bolt and two nuts at the top. I'm not sure what this is, maybe a 14 millimeter. The top two are 10 millimeter. We see it there. And then there's one over there. So I'm going to go ahead and use my drill and remove those. And I'm going to pause the camera because I only got two hands. And no good way to prop the camera up, but I'm just going to go ahead and remove those two real quick. So I've got the two 10 millimeter nuts off. Just make sure you have a deep socket 10 millimeter, and I used the 90 attachment here too, so it's a little bit easier to get in there. This one actually was also a 10 millimeter nut. A bolt. I swore it was bigger. It was tricking my view there, but it was a 10 millimeter as well. So now with all of that stuff out the way, you can pull this, and we're going to want to get it off of these. And like I said, we have this where it's kind of out of the way. Actually, you know what? There's another. I see another nut up, another screw, but that's just holding this on. And you know what? I'm not sure if that one was just. This one may have just been holding this too. Maybe I've got the wrong one. You know what? Nope, there's nothing there. Maybe I'm missing one at the top. Let's look up here and see. Am I missing one at the top? I am. This one right here. So I removed the wrong one. The middle one you don't need to do. You need to do this one here. So let me get that guy off real quick. So you have one in each corner. Ignore the middle one. And then this 10 millimeter here. So I've got that nut off. I went ahead and unclipped this little fuse box here. Guess I could do this one too. To do that, you just push in on this tab and then it just pulls off the little metal clamp there. I don't really think we need to remove anything else. We should be able, and if you can see, I kind of got this pulled away too. You won't be able to put this back till you open the door though, trust me. So you're just going to have to leave it out. But at least now, we should be able to just pull this plate. Okay, had a little bit of a wire holding it on there, but it is off now. It should be out of the way enough to where we can now get to our RFA module. I don't know if you can see it in there. And the RFA is also on with a 10 millimeter nut, so we have to remove that to get him out of there. Might have a little bit better view now. So I got this guy kind of moved out the way. Can't really take it out. I guess you could if you if we unplug this wire. And I think there's a wire clipped in at the top. Then you could probably completely remove this and get it completely out your way. But I think I can reach that nut okay. And I think I can get behind it to unclamp everything. See? Pretty easy there. And like I said, once we get the key made and get this put back in, we can open the trunk and then, you know, finally tune everything back into its proper place. But let me get a socket on this nut here and get this off. All right, so I've got the nut off of there, and I'm pretty sure it will just come off now. I'd like to point out, this whole job probably would have been easier if I just committed to removing this whole piece instead of trying to be lazy. I think actually it would have been easier. Now, I can't remember if there's a nut on the bottom of this or if it's just some type of clamp. Again, if this stupid metal bracket wasn't in the way, it'd be easier to see. Okay, so it doesn't have a bolt, but it does have a T, it looks like a T25 in there, screw. So, you know, why they do stuff like that is beyond me. Why not just put another nut there? But let me go get a T-bit and we will finish this job of removing this RFA module. Okay, so I've got the T25 removed, and as we can see, our RFA module is just hanging there now. So there we go. It is removed. Alright, so finally, there is the RFA module out. Now, I did not bring my van today because it doesn't drive very well in the snow. So I don't have my EEPROM tools with me. So I'm going to take this back to the bench and we are going to program a key to it with Tango in the comfort of our shop.